So we got familiar with radicals and square root, and then I created video how to simplify radical and how to rationalize a radical. The only topic has left, solving radical equations, and that's exactly what we are going to do in this video. So 9 square root 9x minus 5 equal, okay, minus 2 is equal 0. All right, when we have equation with radical, we want to isolate radical by itself, leave it by itself on one side of equation. So which means I'm going to move these 2 on this side, which will give me 9x minus 5 equal positive 2. All right, so to solve equation, first thing I have to get rid of radical, or square root in this case. How can I get rid of radical? Remember in the video when I was doing rationalization, I would just multiply by itself, right? Which means I would square it. And this way, the clean expression would come out without any radical. So same thing I'm going to do here, square it. Since I square one side, I need to square the other side also. Okay, what do we get? 9x minus 5 clean comes out. And here I get 4. So 9x is equal 9. Negative 5 moving on this side will be positive 9. And x is equal 1. Okay. Next one. Y minus square root y minus 3 is equal 5. A while ago I mentioned when we're solving radical equations, we want to isolate radical on one side by itself, which means this, since I have here negative sign, I would rather move radical itself on the other side, move on this side, and I will get y minus 5 equal y minus 3 radical. What we are going to do next? Next we are going to square both sides. Squaring here. You cannot square separate here, separate here. You don't have right to do that because you have y minus 5 expression. You have to square this entire expression. Okay, which means I'm going to use here formula perfect square. Whoever needs help with formula perfect square, you can go back and find the video factoring by using perfect square. Okay, so on the left side, on the right side, we are going to get clean y minus 3. On the left side, I'm going to apply a minus b squared is equal a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, what is my a? Oops. My a is y and my b is 5. So let's see what we get. We have to do a squared, which is going to be y squared, and then minus 2ab minus twice a is y, b is 5, and plus b squared, which is going to be 5 squared will be 25. Okay, what do we get from here? Let's combine like terms. So I have square, I have degree 1 on two sides, right? And I have available term. So I have quadratic equation, right? So let me move everything from right side to the left so we can solve this quadratic equation. So we are ending up with solving quadratic equation. So y squared minus, this one will be 10y, okay, plus 25 minus y, I'm moving this on this side, and plus 3 equals 0. Remember, to be able to solve quadratic equation, we have to have 0 on the right side. All right, so let's see, like terms. This is going to be my like term, 25 and 3, and negative 10y and negative y. So we get y squared minus 11y plus 28 equals 0. Okay, you can go back to video factoring quadratic expression. X squared plus bx plus c, that's that format. Factoring x squared plus bx plus c, and that will help you. In the meanwhile, we are breaking down here y, here is y. Which two numbers we multiply get positive 28 and add will be negative 11. It's going to be negative 7 and negative 4. Yes? Negative 7 times negative 4 is at the positive 28, and negative 7, negative 4 will be negative 11. I will put at the end of the video, I will put as an end screen reference to this topic and reference to this topic. So if somebody needs to go and watch, you can easily find it. Okay, this one is equal 0, right? Since we have term 1 in parentheses and term 2 in parentheses, so if two terms multiply by each other, we get 0. That means one term is 0, right? Well, let's see. There can be two cases. Either y minus 7 is equal 0. From here, y is equal 7. Or y minus 4 is equal 0. From here, y is equal positive 4. Okay, every time, what is specific to radicals? Every time when you solve the radical equation, you have to plug these two answers back and make sure it's satisfied to each other. So in one condition, you must get whatever is under square root. You have to get greater than 0, right? So whatever you have it here, I don't know, has to be greater 0 once you plug in. And for the second, left side has to be equal to the right side. So we have to check both of them. So let's start. Let's start with the 7. So I'm plugging. So because I'm checking here, write down check. And you must check it. You can't skip it because very often one satisfies, one doesn't satisfy. Okay? So we have y minus square root y minus 3 is equal 5. So I'm plugging 7. So 7 minus 7 minus 3 is equal 5. So I'm getting 7 minus square root of 4 is equal 5. 7 minus 2 is equal 5. So 5 is equal 5. So this one is correct answer. Y is equal 7. Now let's move to check 4. So y minus 3 under square root is equal 5. So y is 4 minus square root 4 minus 3 is equal 5. So 4 minus 3 is 1, square root of 1 is 1, equal 5. It cannot happen in your wildest dreams because 3 can never be equal to 5. If anybody ever prove that 3 is equal 5, will be next Nobel Prize winner. And don't laugh, take it seriously. Okay, so the answer here, y is equal 7. The only answer we have here. Next. Now, if you want to ask me why I didn't check the first one, well, I should, but I already knew the first one satisfying because we got only one answer, that's why. Well, in the case of two answers, we always have to check. The one answer is least likely. Okay, unless it's something, but yeah, you are right. I should have checked it. You want to go back check? Okay, let's go back and check. Let's plug it in. 1. So, checking. To check, I'm going to use always orange color. So once you see orange color, that means I'm checking. So we got square root 9 times 1 minus 5 minus 2 is equal 0. Okay, so we get 9 minus 5 equal 2. 9 minus square root 9 minus 5 at the 5 is square root 4 equal 2. 2 equal 2. Did I tell you I knew it's gonna be answer? So you need to trust me. Okay, moving on. Next one. So y plus 7 minus 7 equal y. How I'm going to solve? Remember what I said. We are leaving radical on one side and moving everything else on the other side. So this is going to be y plus 7 is equal y plus 7, right? I moved this negative 7 on this side. Now let's square. Again, when you square it, you have to square the whole the expression y plus 7. You can't do y squared plus 7 squared. It's not going to work. It's wrong. So which means from square root y plus 7 squared, I'm going to get y plus 7. Different story the other side. I'm going to use a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So let me move it close. So how much is my a and b? I don't hear. Okay, a is equal y and b is equal 7. So a squared, it's going to be y squared plus 2ab, 2 times my a is y and b is 7, and plus b squared, which is going to be 49. Again, at the end of the screen, I'll put the reference to the video for perfect square. Okay, let me move it here so it won't be crowded. Okay, we are getting again quadratic equation because we have square, we have degree 1, here also, and we have available terms. So let's do it. Y squared plus 14y plus 49 minus y minus 7. Minus y minus 7. Why did I move from left to right? Because y squared was positive on the right side, just for that reason. You don't like it? Be my guest. Move on the left side, play with negative sign, and at the end you will end up with positive. So I just took a shortcut, that's all. Okay, like terms. 14y negative y plus 49 negative 7. We are getting y squared. 14y minus y, it's going to be plus 13y. 49 minus 7, it's going to be plus 42, equal 0. I already see the answer. The factoring, it's going to be two numbers that multiplication give you 42, addition will give you 13. Of course, it's going to be 6 and 7. 6 times 7, 42, 6 and 7, 13. Again, factoring, it will be at the end of the screen video. So from here, either y plus 6 is equal 0. Again, why we do take one or another? Because when you take two numbers, a times b, you get equal 0. What does that mean? That means either a is 0 or b is 0, right? So 0 times b is 0, or a times b is 0 is 0. That's why. Okay. So y is equal here negative 6, and y plus 7 equals 0. Y is equal negative 7. Let's not to forget and check it. See what we get. All right. So y square root y plus 7 minus 7 is equal y. Let's start with, let me see. Okay, I can start with negative 6. So square root negative 6 plus 7 minus 7 equal negative 6. So negative 6 plus 7 is 1. Square root is going to be 1. Minus 7 is equal negative 6. Bingo! Negative 6 equal negative 6. This is answer. Now, when I said we have to check it, it doesn't mean always we're going to get one incorrect. No solution. It can be the way that both will be solution. So let's check this one. I don't know if both of them are going to be solution. I'm just saying. So it's not necessarily always going to be one. Can be both. So square root y plus 7 minus 7 equal y. Now we are taking negative 7. So negative 7 plus 7 minus 7 equal, what was our number? Yeah, negative 7, this one. Negative 7. Hallelujah, look at that. 0 minus 7, we are getting negative 7. And indeed, negative 7 equal negative 7, which means both numbers are solution. There we go. All right. Next. Square root 4x squared minus x is equal x. Okay, something different. Let's see what we are going to do. So again, since on one side we already have the square root by itself, we don't move anything anywhere. All we do just square. Square here, square here. So what we get here, clean 4x squared minus x is equal x squared, right? If I move this x squared on this side, I'm getting 4x squared minus x squared and then minus x equals 0. So we are getting 3x squared minus x equals 0. How can we solve this one? Taking out common factor, x. X here, x here. If I take x out, I will get here 3x minus 1. So I will put also, it's a factoring. I will put at the end of the screen, so you will see. So I'm going to put perfect square at the end of the screen, common factor, and factoring of quadratic expression. Okay, so here we have x times 3x minus 1 equals 0, which means either x is going to be 0 or 3x minus 1 is going to be 0. If 3x minus 1 is equal 0, then 3x is equal 1, and x is equal 1/3. So let's check. First one, second one. What is my the equations? 4x squared minus x equal x. So plugging this 0, so what am I getting here? 0 minus 0 equals 0, which is, this one is correct. Check mark. Now second one, 1/3. So if I plug 4x squared minus x equal x, plug 1/3. So 4 times 1/3 squared. Squared minus 1/3 is equal 1/3. So we get 1/3 squared will be 1/9, right? And 4 times 1/9 minus 1/3. I doubt seriously we will get answer, but let's finish it. Let's finish it. So what do we get here? 4/9 minus 1/3. So when I'm subtracting 9 and 3, common denominator is 9, yes? Again, that's a video, GCD and LCM. So to get to 9, I'm multiplying this by 3, multiplying this by 3. Let me make it thicker, so otherwise, so you can see it's a different color. Okay. And it's equal 1/3. Let's see what we're gonna get. 4/9 minus 3/9 equal 1/3. And we get 1/9 here, because if denominator is the same, we need to subtract numerator. So it's also, I have the video how to add and subtract fractions. You can find it. It's in basic math playlist. So equal 1/3, and square root of 1 is 1, square root of 9 is 3. Wow, we have both of them as a solution, which means solution is going to be x is equal 0 and x is equal 1/3, and both of them are solution. Okay. Number 5. It's getting more and more interesting. Now we are going to do cubic radical. cubic radical 2x plus 1 equal 2. It's getting too thin. Okay, cubic radical 2x plus 1 equal 2. What is interesting here? Remember what I tell you in previous videos when I was explaining the radical. To get rid of radical, you have to raise to the degree that the radical has. Let's say if I take, I'm doing drafting here, if I take x, and here I have 3, so just like others, if I take it to power 2, I can't take it out because I will get cubic radical of x squared. I need to have 3 here also, so to take 3 divided by 3 is 1. Therefore, what am I going to do? If I have cubic radical x, I have to raise to power 3. So this way I will have cubic radical x to power 3, and that will be 1x because 3 divided by 3. Okay? All right. So let's go back. We have to raise to power 3, right? Cubic radical 2x plus 1 equal 2. Raising to power 3. Whatever degree you have here, you have to raise to that power. And 2 to power 3. And the answer we get, clean 2x plus 1 comes out. And I'm getting 8. Very good. So 2x is equal, moving 1 here, it's going to be 7. And x is equal 7 over 2. All right. Let's check it. If I plug there cubic radical twice 7 over 2, let me do it like this so it would be 2 over 7 over 2 and plus 1. Let's see if we get 2. This 2 and 2 is gone, right? Because 2 times 7 over 2. Go back to my basic basic math playlist, multiplication of fraction. You will find it there. So that's equal twice 7 over 2. And we get 7. So what do we get here? 7 plus 1, right? Cubic radical 7 plus 1 equal 2. So cubic radical 8 equal 2, which is 2 to power 3, right? Will be 8. So 2 is equal to. So 7 over 2 is answer. All right. Next one. That will be question number 6. I solved so far 5 questions. Hopefully it's helpful. It's helping you. So square root x plus 3 is equal one plus square root x minus 6. Okay. Well, here we have 2 radicals, right? 1 and 2, which means we have to leave 1 on each side, correct? That's what I remember. That's what I said from the very beginning. All right. So, how we are going to solve? It's getting more advanced, more challenging. So, at this point, I would like to move this down because I will need more space. Is this visible at all? Let me make it thicker for you. I'm looking, it doesn't look like visible. There we go, much better. All right, so Collect all your patience. We are going to solve this one. So we have square root on both sides. That's a good thing. That means I'm going to square here. And this expression, remember, we don't separate. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit longer way, but we will get to the answer. So square root x plus 3 squared, it's going to be x plus 3. Now this one is going to be a plus b squared. A squared plus 2ab plus b squared. My a and b. A is going to be 1. B is going to be square root x minus 6. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's more advanced level. So let's see how we're going to solve this. So x plus 3 is equal a squared, which is going to be 1 squared, plus 2ab twice times 1, and then times x minus 6, and plus square root x minus 6 squared, right? So what do we get? X plus 3 is equal 1 plus 2 square root x minus 6, because 2 times 1 is 2, and plus, so x minus 6 squared, it's radical, so clean x plus 6 comes out. Oops, x minus 6. Yes? All right. So out of 2 square root, we ended up with 1. That's a good thing. So let's go through the same process one more time to get rid of this one also, this square root. But before I do that, I need to clean here a little bit, combine like terms. First of all, this x will be cancelled with this x. Remember what I said. If same sign terms are on opposite sides of equal sign, well, then you can cancel them, because once you move one to another side, it's going to go one positive, one negative. You will sign anyway, cancel anyway. So next, I am moving 1 on this side, and I'm moving negative 6 on this side. It's going to be plus 6. No, it's not going to work. Okay. So I'm moving this also on this side. And we are getting on the right side of equation 2 square root x minus 6. Okay? Now, just in case if somebody asks, how did I dare to separate 1 from this when I end from negative 6, since I said you have to square all together? It's one thing when I have a plus b is equal c, so I can move on this side. Another thing is when I take and square c, then I have to take entire a plus b for squaring. Okay, when you are squaring, you have to square entire expression. You cannot separate, okay? All right. Let me clean it so we can move on, because I don't want to have any question left in your mind. So 3 minus 1, they are all like terms. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 plus 6 is 8. Is equal to square root x minus 6. Yes? Now, I can divide by 2 both sides. And I'm getting 4 is equal square root x minus 6. All right. Let's square this easily. We know already, right? This is I'm squaring. This is I'm squaring. And the answer will be 16 equal x minus 6. Okay, moving this negative 6 on this side will be positive. And I'm getting 22 is equal x. Hallelujah, we finished it. We solved it. You want to check it? Let's go back, check it. So, check. Square root x plus 3. What an ugly x. X plus 3 equal 1 plus square root x minus 6. Okay, let's plug 22. Square root 22 plus 3 equal 1 plus 22 minus 6. Okay. So what we are getting, 22 plus 3, it's 25, which is going to get 5. 1 plus 22 minus 6, it's going to be 22 at the square root of 16, which is going to be 4, and plus 1. And yes, you are getting 5 is equal 5. So indeed, 22 is the answer. Next one. Let's solve one more. Similar one. 3x plus 37 square root. Equal 1 plus square root x plus 12. So, what we're going to do, since we have on both sides, so at the radical, we are going to square both sides. So from this one, 3x plus 37, clean will come out. It's a different story with this one. We are going to apply again a plus b squared, where a is equal 1, b is equal x plus 12. Okay, so let's see, a squared, which is going to be 1, plus 2ab, 2 times a times b, and plus b squared, which is going to be x plus 12 square root squared, right? It's going to be squared, because b squared. Alright, so 3x plus 37 is equal 1 plus x plus 12, and then plus this one, clean x plus 12 comes out, right? Okay, so before we work out to get rid of this square root, we need to clean here, right? I mean, combine like terms. So 3x plus 37, moving this 1, minus 1, moving this x, moving this 12. I'm getting minus x minus 12 equal, oops, equal, what's going to be equal to square root 12? I mean 2 square root x plus 12. Okay, so 3x minus x is going to be 2x. 37 minus 1 is going to be 36. And minus 12 is going to be 24. square root x plus 12. Alright, so here we have x, so we have to raise again 2x plus 24 squared, and then 2x square root. Actually, I could get rid of these two. Let me get rid of these two, guys. Look what I'm talking about. Here I have these two, and here I can take common factor as a 2. Let me see. Twice x plus will be 12, right? Because 24 divided by 2 is 12. And 2x divided by 2 is x. And here will be 2 square root x plus 12. Let's divide by 2, both sides. This 2 is gone with this 2. This 2 is gone with this 2. I can cancel this 2 with 2 because it's multiplication here. If it would be addition, let me tell you, it's very common mistake. If you have 2 plus x over 2, you never dare to cancel like this. It's absolutely unacceptable. It's wrong because it's tied up with addition. But if you have 2 times x divided by 2, with clean conscience you can cancel. All right, so it's equal x plus 12 is equal square root x plus 12. Okay, raising to power 2 again, because here we have 2, which means accordingly raising this one to also x plus 12. What do we get? So x squared plus 2ab, 2 times x times 12, and then plus b squared, which is going to be 12 squared. And that is equal, clean x plus 12 come out. X squared plus 24x and plus 144 is equal x plus 12. We have quadratic equation again. I am moving away everything on one side. X squared plus 24x. Let me put this minus x. And then plus 144 and then minus this 12. Equals 0. All right. So let's combine like terms. X squared plus 23x and these 2, it's going to be 100 plus 132. Okay, it's going to be 132. That's interesting. Equals 0. So which numbers with multiplication will give you 132? Addition 23. That's going to be negative 12. I mean, both of them are going to be positive. Did I do something wrong? Let me see. So, well, everywhere we have plus, right? 3x plus 37 minus x minus 12 minus 1, 2 square root x plus 12, okay. 3x minus x, I'm getting 2x. 37 minus 12, I'm getting positive 24. Okay, 2x plus 12. All right. What else do we have here? Dividing by 2 plus 124 minus, no, we are good. Okay, let's solve it. Let's finish it. So it's gonna be, let me see, I think it's gonna be 12 and 11. Let's see, plus 12 and then plus 11. 12 times 11 is 132. 12 plus 11 is 23 equals 0. So we have x plus 2, 12 is equal 0, which means x is equal negative 12. And x plus 11 equals 0, which x is equal negative 11. Okay, now let's check it. Where is the beginning of this problem? Here it is. So it's 3x, square root 3x plus 37 equal 1 plus square root x plus 12. Okay, let's plug numbers. I'm plugging negative 12. So 3 times negative 12 plus 37 equal 1 plus negative 12 plus 12, which means this is going to be right away 1 plus 0, right? Negative 12 plus 12. Here we get negative 36, right? Negative 36 plus 37. It's going to be square root of 1 equal 1, and 1 is equal 1. So this the square root of negative 12 is the solution. Now let me plug another one, negative 11. So 3x plus 37 equal 1 plus square root x plus 12. Okay, my x is negative 11. Let's plug square root 3 times negative 11 plus 37 is equal 1 plus negative 11 plus 12. So on this side, while it's easy, 1 plus, this is going to be positive 1, and square root 1 is 1, so it's going to be 2. Here we get what? Negative 33 plus 37. We are going to get what? Positive square root of 4 equal 2, right? And 2 is equal 2, which means both of them are solution. And that is going to be negative 12 and negative 11. Okie dokie. Thanks for watching.